So you are the chairman of the Aikman Institute. Could you tell us about that institute? What does it stand for? What is your capacity as the chairman? What have you been doing, and what projects are you looking forward to doing in the future?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. So probably I would like to introduce myself. My name is Amin Soebandrio from, actually, I was graduated from Medical Faculty, University of Indonesia, long time ago before you were born, of course. Then, yeah, a little bit story of my life. I spent 2 years in Japan to get my PhD in immunogenetics in infectious disease, and then, yeah, I work as a lecturer, but as already question about the institution where I'm working now, so I would like to share with you. Okay, of course, some of you have already known Aikman Institute. The location is not in Bandung because many people thought that I'm working in Bandung, because in Bandung there is a road, Aikman Street, but Aikman Institute is not located in Bandung, but instead in Jalan Diponegoro, Jakarta, in the compound of RSCM, General Hospital. Our institute is residing a very old building, 100 years old building. When we started our activities in 1992, actually we start with at the second floor, where for many years that room has not been occupied or used by people, because most of the people consider as the place where the ghost is there. Probably not only one, but many.
Have you seen any?
Fortunately not, but my colleague, yes. So yeah, now my office is at the second floor, and some of my colleagues has their own experience meeting a tall guy, a bule, but actually without leg, or yes, as you know. But it's okay, that's history.
It's a different story.
Different story. All right. So this is the timeline of our institute. I will not discuss in detail in this opportunity because time is very limited, but you can see actually the history of our activities started in 1988, just about 5 years after the eruption of Krakatau Mountain. Dr. Aikman came to Indonesia, and then he started his activities. But to make the story short, Dr. Aikman received Nobel Prize in 1929 for his finding that beriberi is not caused by infectious disease. It's not an infectious disease, but instead because of deficiency of vitamin B1. So we named our institute after his name to give spirit to the young scientists and to convince them that actually research in Indonesia could produce a Nobel Prize, right? Okay, this is the institution. Yeah, of course we have a mission mostly for the molecular biology, for biomedicine, biodiversity, biotechnology, and biosecurity. And these are the objectives. I will not describe in detail, but these are our activities: infectious disease, human genetics, and genetic biodiversity. Yeah. Our activities spread almost all over Indonesia, from Aceh to Papua. Okay. One of our important finding is probably you've heard about Zika virus. Okay. Uh, in 2015, our laboratory discovered the virus in Jambi. It was for the first time in Indonesia, Zika virus discovered and isolated. 3 years before, the same laboratory also discovered for the first time in Indonesia West Nile virus. So our laboratory has an important role in helping government to control the emerging virus disease. That's a short story. Of course, we have another activities related to population genetics, including forensic. So for those who has problem with, say, paternity or any kind sexual disorders, for example. Now the most popular issue is paternity. So for example, a person came to a rich family and claim, I am your son, because probably 15 or 20 years ago, you make sexual relationship with a woman, and I was born, and then now I want to claim my warisan, right?
Inheritance, yeah.
Inheritance, yeah. So we have to prove, whether
Is it true or not?
True or not, he is the son of that rich people. And technology has already proven that we could prove objectively. So there will be no doubt about the result.
That's very
Okay.
interesting, Professor. You are the chairman in this institution. What do you tell the team so that they are motivated and at least driven to succeed? How do you manage them?
Okay, this is very interesting. I joined the Ekman Institute actually just 3 years ago. Yeah. Before I entered that institute, many people consider that Ekman Institute is a luxurious facilities.
Isn't or is?
Is
Okay.
people consider that. So in terms of facilities, laboratory facilities, yes. Probably we are the best in Indonesia. I can say that. But also the people also the very best. But if we look at their salary, probably you will be very shocked, because at that time the take-home pay of the researcher is lower than my driver. You can imagine. Because they are very productive, very active, and this morning we were talking about passion, right? So they have a very good passion. They work
Long hours.
Yes, long hours from early in the morning, sometimes late in the evening until 10 o'clock, without any lembur of pay. But the result is very high. When I joined that institute, our publication in 1 year is about 24 international publication in international journal. It was 2014, and then the following year, 2015, I could push them to be more productive, and then our publication become 50 per year, and then last year increased to 53 something, and this year until last week we have already reached 30 publication, international publication.
Wow.
And that number is produced by only less than 30 senior scientists.
Mhm.
Because actually we have 120 researcher, but only
Active.
about 29 permanent researcher. The other just research assistant.
Mm.
So if we compare to what has been claimed by the minister just said each senior scientist should produce one international publication every 3 years. Okay, one every 2 or 3 years. But our researcher could produce 2 publications per year. Yeah, so already beyond the target. So back to your question, how we motivate them. So actually, what I did just to give them freedom as a scientist. Yeah, they could do what they like. I mean, of course, based on their interest. Yeah, their interest in genetic, okay. Their interest in infectious disease, okay. But my job is to facilitate them, to make them work appropriately, and we provide them with equipment and also reagent, collaboration with other institutions, and that's all. So they move. So if I use what Professor Kasali has mentioned this morning, we need a leader. We need also a capability of managing. Yeah. So we have to combine, because leadership without management will be chaos. Management without leadership probably will go somewhere, yeah, without any good direction.